Orléans. 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 This.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to Talkers Reviews. This time I'm going to review Orléans. Anyway, it has the apostrophe as in my name, the E, but I don't know how to say it. Orléans, maybe? Anyway, in this game you are placing out workers to do your stuff, and your stuff being getting new workers, getting new technology to make it easier, and expand your territories actually. So you want to build buildings across this map, and you want to have more workers, and you want to have points finally. So this is a point scoring game. But how does it play? Each player gets their own board like this, and on the board you have several spots you see. Like this one, village. To activate this village action, you just have a white and a blue and a brown worker. So place these workers here, you activate this village. So you have a lot of stuff here going on, and you just simply add the workers there to do the action. So that is very easy, and the actions are travel by ship. And on this map you can travel by ship, or you can travel by wagons. You see the roads and rivers. So by ship, go here, and I pick up the goods on the way. On the wagon I go this way, I pick up this one. I can also build a guild hall in the city I'm in, like so. Normally it's only allowed to have one building at each city, but in Orléans it's allowed to have several buildings for all players. The other actions allow you to get monks, you can get farmers, you can get craftsmen, you can get politicians, you can get seamen, you can get warriors, and you can get priests. So those are the other workers you can get in the game. Each player begins the game with 4 workers, and they are marked with my green symbol here, you see. And all of these workers go into the bag with maybe additional workers. And depending on the track I'm on the warrior track, I will draw tokens here on my turn. So let's see, it's now 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now these are the available workers for me this round. I can now place them just as I want. And maybe I'm not even going to finish an action, I'm just going to reserve that action for later, like this one here, and this one there, and I need a white one more. So for future rounds, I'm going to draw a white one, and I can activate the action in the future. As I advance in the game, I get more workers, of course. So now I'm going to draw 7 workers from my bag. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 workers is very great, but there's a lot of spaces here, and I can't fill them all, and I want to do that. So how do I do that? Well, each time I grab a craftsman or carpenter, I can also grab a technology wheel. These are placed on spots here, and they stay there permanently for the rest of the game. So now all these locations need one less worker, and I choose which one. But I can't move them afterwards, but it's very nice to have this possibility to just decrease the number of required workers, and it's a lot easier for me now to do those actions. So getting technology is very great, and you want to do as much as possible, and you also want to have some control here. The game is played for 18 rounds. 18, wow, that sounds a lot. Yeah, but it actually goes very fast. On my turn, I just place out these workers here. And actually, all players can do this at the same time, unless someone finds out, okay, now it really matters, because if he can build a house there, then I won't be able to build there. So, depending on who has this one player can say, okay, let's do this in turn order. Okay, I'm going to do so. If not, we just do it at the same time, because it's really not that much interaction except for the map. So the game goes very fast, and I like that a lot. So, how do you win this game? Well, of course, it's points. Points, points, points. So, these are all the goods you can get in the game. They are points in itself. Even the coins are points. But in the end here, you see, there's a house plus a person times a star or diamond or something. That's kind of special. I'm getting back to it later. The game goes for 18 turns, but on your turn you just draw your workers, and these are the workers you have to deal with. You can't really do much more than that, so each turn is very fast, because you can't really plan too much ahead, you just have to deal with what you have. This is very nice, so each turn just goes on like this. But you have the most points, that's what you need, of course, and you need these persons to get those points. But the road to that point is up to you, totally. So you have different actions. For instance, the farmer, he gives you a resource. These resources are needed for certain events that will happen, because each round there will be an event, such as a plague where you lose a worker maybe, or you have to pay the taxes, or you get income. So when you pay the taxes, you want to have a food token, a very cheap one, because they are the least worth in points. So you want to pay that. So farmers are great, and they are also very versatile in whatever they can do. Next, you have the carpenters. And the carpenters, they will build something that will help you to do the actions cheaper in the future. Like I said, you have the permanent markers that makes it a lot easier to do the actions. So these are also very useful. The next ones are the politicians or architects, I'm not so sure, but these will allow you to build new buildings. And these buildings are stronger actions than what's on the board from already, and you can expand with more actions and do more stuff. So getting the right buildings and exploiting those buildings to the fullest is also a very nice way to do things. But of course, sometimes you need money, and it's easy to just get money from the sailors. And the sailors are also useful workers as well, because they're very versatile as well, and they help you travel. So the sailors give you money, and at the end you get one of those characters. The warriors are very simple. They will just allow you to draw more workers from your bag at each round. So of course you want to go up here on this scale to draw more workers, because the more workers you have, the more actions you can do. So that is one easy action you really want to have. And lastly, you have the more difficult one. You have the religious track. So when you go here, you get a priest, but you also gain some points on another track. And this track is very special. So when I go here, I gain 4 points in this scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This doesn't give me anything right now, but this one gives me 3 money just now. At the end of the game, you notice there's a star here. So this star I just passed, so this is 2 for me. So we take the number of houses I have built, plus the number of these figures I have collected. Then I multiply this total with the star here. So this goes up to 6. So you can get a lot of points by this end scoring here, and it's very important to expand your buildings in all the areas of the map. After a while you get too many workers actually, the wrong kind of workers. You don't need them anymore, they have done their purpose. And there is a solution for that as well. During the game you can discard workers by placing them here. So for instance I can place a warrior here, and he's gone from the game for the rest of the game. I also gain 1 coin for doing so. So the trade-off doesn't seem so well. I can go here and get 3 coins instead. There is one thing though. The last player to put his worker here, so it becomes full, gets this token here. So timing is very important in this phase here. And usually it's in the end game, but sometimes you can do it during the game as well if you have good control. Because you want to have control of whatever is in this bag, because if you get a lot of useless workers, well, you won't get a lot of useful actions. So what can I say? This game just gives you everything. It is very nice, everything here. Usually Eurogames is not my style, but this time it really works. It's very fast, you don't have a lot of downtime, and all the actions are so logical. You have all these actions on your board, so you can see with icons what they do, so just place it there and do the action. So it's very easy to get into it. You just explain the different things. You don't even need to explain them. It's just an icon. Okay. So you get a building, you get coins, you get more tokens from the bag, you get these here to cover up spots. It's very, very straightforward. So everything here makes sense in a thematic way, or just, yeah, it just works. So this game has great components, and you can even upgrade them to even better components and get 5 players. So I don't think 5 players is very good about this game, but the components are awesome, but I don't have those. I really enjoy the components in this game though. It's very thick cardboard, and the graphics is very nice, and there's really nothing negative to say about this game. But you really have to be very fast to get these resources before other players, because it is a race for the resources, because they are limited. So the fewer players you are, you will take away some tokens here just to make it more struggling or harder to get. And you want the buildings, and there's only one of each building, and the buildings aren't even random, you can pick and choose. So there's so much going on in this game, and it's very thematically, and yeah. So the first time you play it, when you get maybe halfway through the game, you see, I should have done something else in the early games. So you'll probably make some mistake or two in the first game, but that doesn't matter. You want to play this game again. So I can not recommend this game high enough. Orléans, very nice game. So yeah, there you go and buy it. Okay, thanks for watching, and remember, you can always check out my Patreon account at patreon.com/Tapras to support me financially, or vote on the future game I'm going to review. And yeah, and comments are very much appreciated, and thank you to all my supporters for now, and thank you for your commenters. I really enjoy reading those comments, and everything is helpful. And by the way, this is not my living room. This is my basement gaming room for one of you commenters last week. So, and this is my Leonardo turtle here. Okay, thanks for watching, and have fun gaming.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.